Hey y'all. Wanted to do a review of Ali Abdaal's Part-Time YouTuber Academy now that I'm 7 months into the program. So this program helped me really double down on my YouTube channel. So just wanted to share with you a little bit more context. Who's Ali Abdaal? Why did I decide to join? What are my results since I've joined? And I'll be honest with you. So I always so when I first started my YouTube channel, I had no idea what I was doing. Like I was just like throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing what sticks. And in some ways, I'm not gonna lie, like I am still doing that. But Ali Abdal is like a famous YouTuber. He has millions of subscribers, and so I'm gonna share a little bit more about his background. So I'm gonna share my screen to provide context. So I'll give you why I decided to join, how to know if the YouTuber Academy is right for me, and I'll talk a little bit of the difference between the Academy versus the Accelerator and some of those things as well. So, all right, let's do this. So, I'm gonna share my entire screen. All right, so just so you guys, here, I'll just Google like Ali Abdal. Oops, I spelled it wrong, but you guys know who he is. Okay, so he has 5.35 million subscribers. So that's like 853 videos. He also has a New York Times best-selling book. Um, so he's pretty famous. Like when I stumbled upon his YouTube videos when I was like trying to get better at YouTube, and I was like, like what is this? And he promoted the academy a little bit. So I'll just kind of show you like what that is exactly. So there's different programs, right? The foundation. So I paid for the academy, which just allows you to um, find out your niche, how to stand out on YouTube, and you get badges as well, which is cool because it helps you feel like you're making progress. How to like come up with ideas on what to work on your YouTube channel, how to make better thumbnails, how to make better videos, how to make people fall in love with your channel. So it's pretty cool. So I'll share with you like my takeaways. Actually, my favorite parts were the bonus resources where he interviewed a lot of people. And he helped me create like a Notion page to how to go about to come up with ideas for my YouTube content as well. So you get a lot of stuff. The first thing is $1,000, which is the one that I joined first. So, that was good because it helped me, like, get familiar, like, "Okay, is this worth me spending, like, an extra few $1,000 to get better at my YouTube channel?" And then what I really enjoyed is, like, the bonus interviews, so there's all these amazing content that I really enjoyed, like here, let me make it a little bit bigger so you guys could see. Like, the one that really stuck out to me that I liked was the 0 to 100K for followers or subscribers in 12 months. Elizabeth, who used to work she was, Adele Ollie's, personal assistant, so she got to work with him. So he shares, like, pretty openly, and then there's a lot of really good people. Pat Flynn was a good one. Damie Lee was super inspiring. Um, Colin Samir, obviously. But, yeah, really, really good stuff. And the good thing about Ali is he teaches you how to make YouTube a business, so you're actually making money, right? That's the key. Um, so just wanted to, and then all right, I'll show you what the accelerator is. So he has a 12-month program where you have a Slack channel, and then they give you feedback. So like for instance, I was able to upload some of my thumbnails, and then people said, hey, for the Princeton one, I would just go with NCAA hockey player. And then it has an arrow pointing to her, maybe even tossed in. Okay, that's cool. Like that's like pretty good feedback. So right after this, I probably should implement that. But she's saying that it lacks an element of surprise and curiosity, right? So like this is really good feedback so I can improve my thumbnails. So ultimately, like I can get a lot more views, right? So this community, there's announcements, so you kind of see like what's going on, what's top of mind, and then every day you'll have calls with like Ali's like general manager, product. Like you can go to as many as you want. I work very closely with Natalie for her accountability call. But he has like I think the most value added. He has something called the the Q&A with Accelerator, which is the top tier one, where you get to ask him questions. But usually there's a lot of people, so you have to be super thoughtful in your questions, or else like you might not get called on. But it's still helpful, right? And then you can just subscribe to um his calendar, and then they'll just add into Google Calendar. So then you if there's certain ones like I've attended like at least all of these at least once, which is helpful. So it just depends on what I'm currently working through, right? But yeah, and then you can chat with his team and you can network with people. There's like a general, so like just people just talking about stuff. People getting together from the community, which is cool. And then Ali just gives us like a little bit of updates, which is cool. Definitely need to rewatch yesterday because I had to go to something. But um, yeah, so there's a lot of different like Tintin who's like on his team. So it's just cool to get a behind the scenes with Ali since he's like pretty much like YouTube famous. He's like a YouTube celebrity at this point. Peer feedback is good just in terms of if you want to post your videos, like people will kind of show you, or you could see what other people are working on. Um, so there's a lot of stuff here. If you want to go through like different titles, that would be helpful. Questions as well. So yeah, there's just like a lot of stuff here. So overall, I personally like really like the community. A lot of good people. Um, but yeah, so let's go to my channel so I can kind of show you some of my progress throughout the time. So my analytics. So I just started doing a lot more live streams, but I got like 90K, 90, yeah, 90,516 views in the last 28 days. So my watch time, you could see the progress over time, right? Obviously, like, so this means like I'm doing live. These are how many videos I'm uploading. So, um, yeah, so this just kind of analyzes my channel a little bit more. Um, but I mean, I'm getting better. I'm not going to say like this was like the magic bullet, right? Like I'm still working on getting better, but at least it's helping me be like a lot more thoughtful in my channel. So now I'm able to work on things. Like if I look at my content, right, I'm able to figure out like, okay, like how do I make this better? Like different thumbnails and stuff like that. But yeah, you just experiment. But I do think his academy does help you get better at it. But I think mostly it's just good to have motivation and be surrounded by like interesting people that are doing interesting things, right? So my channel is not, I would say it's a lot better than what I was doing when I first started. But like with anything, right? The more work you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. So let me know if you have any questions. Oh, crap. Sorry. Let me know if you have any questions. I love making YouTube content. It's like one of my favorite things to do in the world. And yeah, I guess for the rest of it, I'll probably work on implementing some of those some of those things that they said because I don't want to just say it and then not do anything, right? So let me go back. Where is everyone based? This is just Slack integration. Go back. Okay, so he has a page where you're able to submit for feedback. So let me just make sure I go to it. What is it? Okay. It's because they keep that's only bad. That's like the only bad thing I would say is like sometimes it is annoying to figure out how to navigate some of these things. Like it's a different page to submit your YouTube videos. For feedback, which is so I get to submit 12. So let me just figure it out. Log in to submit video feedback. Okay, cool. Yeah, so like a lot of other people did videos as well, but let me just see. Okay, Accelerator Academy. Yeah, I can see a lot of people are posting stuff. All right, let's see if this is the right login. So the Accelerator. Uh-oh, what do I do? Okay. So, see, like, I wish it was a little bit easier to figure out some of these things because there's just so many, like, where's the thing to submit feedback? Maybe, oh, I could look in my emails, video feedback for, oh, here you go. So this is some of the feedback that they gave me, right? And then here, I can click on it. So it changed a little bit, I think, actually. Oh my God, I have to figure out my password. Let's see if I remember it. Oh my God. Ugh, what is my password? Oh my God. All right. Well, I guess, hold up. How do I do this? All right. Well, I can just look at the feedback and then I'll just show you what they said. So she was analyzing my feedback, and you get 24 of these. So you can do it every 2 weeks if you wanted. But it's saying, I like how straightforward. So first, they analyze your title and thumbnail. I like how straightforward and concise the title is. If Mike is an individual that's your target audience, then fame jacking, which is a good way to attract people to your video. But if they're not, if Mike's not trending, then there's no real incentive to find out what he has to say. So it's hard for these videos to like become viral. The thumbnail, it's difficult to understand from a glance what's going on and how many viewers might be inclined to click on it. I think observing how similar videos are packaged can provide you with inspiration on thumbnail titles that will perform well in a saturated YouTube homepage. Now to the actual video, the hook. I love how the fast-paced nature of the hook. I think this is super key in engaging a viewer. In the first few seconds, it's important to provide value, value, value. What will they get from watching this video? I'm 11 seconds in, and so far all I know is that he's an entrepreneur, and you'll spend 20 hours researching him. How relevant is that to the rest of the video? Is this interesting enough to keep viewers watching? The average attention is roughly 7 seconds to keep the hook. So basically, this is really valuable feedback, right? Like if I make good videos, but I have a crappy hook, then it doesn't matter how good my content is. And then she says, adding chapters to your video can provide viewer with more information of what the video is actually consist of. If you spend over a minute describing who he is, but this doesn't actually answer the purpose of the video and what it consists of, perhaps trying structures like listicles, the structure to provide more purpose behind the information you're sharing, is a bit difficult to follow along. Fun music, it's loud and quite difficult to hear you, so I would reduce it a little bit. Editing, great job with the text screen and dynamic nature of the editing. So this is like super candid feedback, right? Like really good. Um, so yeah, overall, I would say it's definitely worth it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be doing more updates as I'm like further along in the process. But cheers, everyone.